It's a lot of things. That's probably why.
Because it's a lot of things. I think the pink is
Already
like
a thing.
Leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our gathering song for the month of May is number 112, Do You Hear? Please rise in body or in spirit. Do you hear, oh my friend, in the place where you stand, through the sky, through the land? Do you hear, in the heights on the plain, in the vale on the main, in the sun, in the rain? Do you hear, through the roar, through the rush, through the throng, through the crush? Do you hear in the hush of your soul, hear the cry, fear won't still, hear the heart's call to will, hear a sigh, startling trill, in your soul, in your soul. From the place where you stand to the outermost strand, do you hear, oh my friend? Do you hear, all the dreams, all the dares, all the sighs, all the prayers? They are yours, mine and theirs. Do you hear,
Good morning, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Society. We're grateful to gather today for a time of inspiration, reflection, and connection. Whether you join us with joy in your heart, weighted with burdens, or searching for meaningful connections, we are glad that you are here. I'm Reverend Diana Smith, the minister of this congregation. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm a somewhat tall white woman in my mid-40s for just a little bit longer, with short, curly white and brown hair, standing in UUS's pulpit at the front of our sanctuary, wearing a hot pink blazer and a teal blouse, and my multicolored universe stole, all in honor of flower ceremony, because I gotta be bright today. This room and the adjoining commons are filling with people of all ages, and through the window walls of our sanctuary, we connect with the natural world around us, where it is almost as bright as I am. If you're lucky, you can catch whiffs of lilacs and irises and violets floating on the wind. And as we gather, we give thanks for this land and all who've cared for it over the centuries, particularly the Kickapoo, the Iowa, the Sauk, the Meskwaki, and the Oceti-Sakowin nations. As people of many ages, genders, races, sexual orientations, classes, abilities, and health statuses, we know how important it is to come together and work together to create a radically welcoming spiritual community. As Unitarian Universalists, our faith expresses our core value of love through how we agree to be together and to support each other. We're guided by the shared principles, sources, and values of our living religious tradition. And this morning, as we celebrate the flower ceremony, we'll be noticing and honoring the gifts our members and friends bring to our congregation, and how curiosity calls us to notice the many different experiences, stories, and gifts that are present in our congregation. Our value of transformation calls us to adapt to a changing world, collectively transforming and growing spiritually and ethically. And our value of pluralism calls us to enter into complexity, learn from one another, and embrace our differences and commonalities with love, curiosity, and respect. What a joy it is to be together to celebrate these. If doing something with your hands helps you, we invite you to visit the Soul Work table outside the sanctuary doors to pick up an exploratory guide or something else to work with. If you're newer to our congregation, we invite you to learn more about us after the service by speaking with a greeter, or if you're online, we hope that you'll fill out the visitor form in the YouTube show notes so that we can connect with you. And now, our call to worship for this Mother's Day comes from Reverend Linda Susan Ulrich, who writes, "Today, we're celebrating many things, our diversity and many gifts that make us a community, as well as the ways that we share our gifts. And we're holding and sharing all of this on what is a very joyous and also sometimes a complicated day, Mother's Day. And so, for all the mothers and mother figures, the grandmothers, aunts, and extended family members who mother, the soon-to-be mothers, the wish they were mothers, the never wanted to be mothers, and the it's complicated mothers, the birth mothers, foster mothers, adoptive mothers, stepmothers, the used-to-be dad mothers, and the more than one mom mothers, the single mothers, separated mothers, stay-at-home mothers, unhoused mothers, the grieving mothers, those who grieve their mothers, and those whose grief is complex, for all the communities that mother, and for all who depend on the great mother. You are held, and you are beloved."
Our opening hymn this morning is number 347, Gather the Spirit. Please rise in body or in spirit.
Gather the Spirit, harvest the plough. Our separate fires will kindle one flame. Witness the mystery of this hour. In this light appear all the same. Gather in peace. Gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then. Gather in hope, compassion and strength. Gather to celebrate once again. Gather the spirit of heart and mind. Seeds for the sowing are laid in store, nurtured in love and conscience refined, with body and spirit united once more. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then. Gather in hope, compassion and strength. Gather to celebrate once again. Gather the Spirit, growing in all, drawn by the moon and fed by the sun. Winter to spring and summer to fall, the chorus of love resounding as one.
Good morning. My name is Kezia Walker Cecil, and I am a tall, mid-30s white woman with red hair, and today I'm wearing a black shirt and a pink striped skirt because I'm just so excited that it's warm outside again. I use she and they pronouns, and I get to be the worship associate today. As Unitarian Universalists, we light a flame within a chalice as a symbol of sanctuary, safety, and hope, to unite us in worship and to remind us of our ongoing search for the light of truth. Please join me in saying our chalice lighting words as Chrissy lights our chalice. Life is a gift for which we are grateful. We gather in community to celebrate the wonder and mystery of this great gift. So let us now kindle the flame of our liberal religious heritage and renew our covenant of mutual love and care. Love is our doctrine, the quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, and to serve those in need. This we promise, this we covenant with life and one another. We also light a candle for justice and healing as a reminder of our interdependence with Earth and with all members of the global community, especially the most vulnerable. We light this candle so that we may not be numbed to injustice and trauma, but rather find strength, courage, and love as we work in solidarity with others for liberation, justice, and healing. Together, we create resilience and hope. Today, as we light this candle, we're particularly mindful of the teachers and administrators who've had an extra hard job this week because some bad actors decided that hacking was a fun idea. And we're very thankful for all of the work that these teachers and students and everything are coming up on the end of their semester, and wish them all very well. So as I light this candle, let us hold a time of silence to listen to our hearts and bodies, or perhaps to lift up prayers.
So I am still Reverend Diana Smith, despite what it says on the screen. Unfortunately, our ministerial intern is out sick today, so anytime you see Madison's name, it's going to be me today. Today, we're celebrating the flower ceremony, which Reverend Dr. Norbert Chapek created for the Unitarian Universalists over 100 years ago. But before we do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of the people who created the flower ceremony, because they have some important lessons for our lives today, particularly given how we're experiencing authoritarianism rising in our country, and perhaps even more, given the way that our governments of our state and our country are attacking support for diversity, equity, and inclusion, things that are so crucial to the well-being of all people. I hope that as you listen, you'll take note of how this story applies to our lives, and especially to your individual life today, and how it points you to hope and resistance. I hope that you'll share what you find with me and with others. And so, our story. During World War I, Reverend Chapek and his wife, who were from Czechoslovakia, came to the United States because their safety was threatened when he spoke out against people who were trying to restrict freedom of worship. In the United States, Reverend Chapek became a Unitarian minister. Once the war ended, the Chapeks returned to Czechoslovakia and, in 1921, founded the Unitarian Church in Czechoslovakia. The war had left a lot of misery for people in the city of Prague, where they lived. Many people had died, places had been ruined, and many people didn't have enough money to meet their needs. In the face of so much upheaval and instability, people longed for national unity and strong leadership. One of the results of that was that fascism was rising around Europe as ways of celebrating differences, norms for communicating and developing trust, and systems for creating fair government and justice were unstable. Against this backdrop of misery, fear, and rising fascism, many people also longed for places that offered spirituality, connection, and hope. Places that could help them rebuild and create something better, stronger, and more vibrant with their neighbors. Some of these folks came to the Unitarian Church of Prague, where they found a place for worship, spirituality, connection, and hope. Now, the services were very different from what we experience now, though. There were no stories or music, and the building was plain and cold. No walls out to the natural world. Reverend Dr. Čapek knew that the people who attended services were learning a lot, but he knew that they also yearned for connection and possibility. He knew that they needed to celebrate the beauty of their differences and spark more joy. So, in 1923, inspired by a walk along the river, where he saw a flower growing up through bare, scuffed dirt, he introduced the flower celebration to the church. On the last Sunday before the summer recess of the Unitarian Church in Prague, all the children and adults participated in this colorful ritual, which gives concrete expression to the humanity-affirming principles of our liberal faith. The ceremony did what Reverend Čapek hoped, bringing a sense of hope and possibility and binding congregants more closely amidst their differences. It was so powerful that it continued and it spread to other congregations. In 1940, Reverend Dr. Norbert Čapek's wife, Reverend Maya Čapek, brought the flower ceremony to the United States at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation in Cambridge, Massachusetts. When the Nazis took control of Prague in 1940, they found that Reverend Dr. Čapek's gospel of the inherent worth and dignity and beauty of every person to be, as the Nazi court's records show, too dangerous for the Reich, to the Reich for him to be allowed to live. Reverend Dr. Čapek was sent to Dachau, where he was killed the next year during Nazi medical experiments. This gentle man suffered a cruel death, but his message of human hope and decency lives on through the flower ceremony, which he and many other Unitarian Universalist which we and many other Unitarian Universalist congregations continue to celebrate today. The exact meaning we take from it is shaped by our current circumstances and by those in our country, but it is always a special celebration of pluralism and a moment of beauty and joy. Today, we celebrate the flower ceremony here every year. Just like those people over 100 years ago in Prague, it helps us find hope, possibility, resilience, and connection. And it helps us appreciate our different gifts and personalities and how we co-create community together in our diversity. And so, as we celebrate this flower ceremony, may we meditate on the diversity, beauty, and resilience of the flowers and of this congregation. May we celebrate the community we create when we gather together. May we honor the courage and creativity of Norbert and Maya Čapek, who imagined this ritual in a time of crisis, and may we remember the generations who have kept it alive. And so now, as Xinghui plays, please come forward and add your flowers to our bouquets. Make our bouquets, because we don't have any yet. If remaining seated is what your body needs today, please raise your hand and one of us will add your flower to the bouquet. And now, ushers, why don't you come on forward first and give us a little bit of space to add some things. And then, as Xinghui starts, please come forward and add your flowers. as we notice what we have created together, I invite you into a spirit of meditation, contemplation, and prayer. Spirit of life and love, as we go through our days, may we remember the beauty of these diverse bouquets. May we remember what happens, the amazing chaos and wonder that comes when we let all sorts of different people and different flowers gather together. May we invite ourselves into curiosity when things don't seem to match or go together the way we expect. May we invite ourselves into wonder when we're looking for something more. And may we always invite ourselves into becoming a deeper part of community in this and all days, by sharing who we are and by listening for who others are, and tending those gifts. Amen, and blessed be. Today, we're celebrating the sacred resources of you, our people. We're celebrating this in part through our flower ceremony, through noticing the beautiful things that we create when we come together in our diversity. And we're also noticing that so many of you generously offer your diverse gifts to the Unitarian Universalist Society, making this a vibrant congregation. Your staff and leaders appreciate all who bring open minds, open hearts, helping hands, and loving spirits to support the ministries of this congregation. We come together at UUS to deepen our personal lives, to move toward just relationships with other communities, and bring healing and peace to the world. There are many ways that we do this. Each color of flower in our bouquets is going to represent a different type of care, a part of the wonderfully diverse people and activities that make this congregation vital and whole. For each area of care, we're going to invite people who have contributed to rise as they're able to be recognized. Or you can raise a hand if rising is not what your body needs to do today. Please rise if you know you're part of a group being recognized, even if your team hasn't been read out yet. This will help us keep things smooth. A child or a youth who is helping or another leader will hand you a flower. And please remain standing until the congregation sings a song of thanks to you. Now, children and youth, most of y'all are out there, but any of you who are around, will you help distribute flowers? Come on over, Nick. Do you want to help distribute flowers? Okay. So, if you're willing to help, please come up front, and we're going to help you. And after each set of flowers is distributed, we're all going to sing a song of thanks. So let's try that now. Andrew and Xinghui, will you help lead us?
From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live.
So our first category is those who care for our worship life. The word worship comes from an Old English word that means to acknowledge what is of worth. Our worship services on Sunday morning and special occasions are meant to help us develop our spiritual lives and that is how we make meaning and purpose of the things that happen in life. They are meant to connect us to each other and to our senses of the sacred. Our worship life is created and held by many hands. For those of you who care for our worship life, we thank you. If you are involved in our worship life, please rise now or raise a hand, and you will receive a purple or blue flower. After children have helped distribute flowers, the congregation will sing your thanks. So if you are a member of any of these on the screen, even before I read it, please go ahead and rise. The groups and teams that attend to our worship life are the choir and musicians, worship associates, member associates and welcome table volunteers, hospitality teams, and the AV team.
Our congregation elects members to specific leadership positions that have oversight and fiduciary responsibilities for our congregation. That means that these people in these positions are responsible for overseeing and managing UUS's resources for the congregation's benefit. We also elect members to our Leadership Development Committee, which helps members develop leadership skills and identifies candidates for elected positions. For those of you who care for our congregation as elected leaders, we thank you. Please rise or raise a hand now, and you will receive an orange or yellow flower. After the children have helped distribute flowers, the congregation will sing our thanks. The groups that are being recognized now are the Board of Trustees, Leadership Development Committee, and Endowment Committee. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Victoria Hewitt, your membership coordinator. My pronouns are she, her. This congregation also thrives with the support of many, many teams. Teams do everything from gathering people to learn and develop, to leading our justice work, to caring for our building, to gathering and managing financial resources. And all of those teams have leaders, and sometimes one, and sometimes a few. For those of you who care for our congregation as a group or a team leader, we thank you. Please rise or raise a hand now, and you will receive a pink flower. After children have distributed the flowers, the congregation will sing our thanks. The teams whose leaders are being recognized now stand as I call out your team name. Yeah, if you see your name. Aesthetics, Band Book Club, Buddhist Sangha, Covenant Groups, Free Lunch Team, Girls and Non-Binary Night Out, Historical Records, Immigration Action, Circle of Friends Team, Hospitality Team, Kirtan, Land Ministry, Little Free Pantry Team, Membership Associates, Memorial Garden, Men's Sharing Circle, Men's Sunday Social, Pastoral Care Team, and Prison Ministry Team. Oh, there's more. Radical Welcome Diversity and Inclusion Team, Religious Education Team, Secular Humanist, Social Justice, Stewardship, Tech Team, UU Mystics, UUS Pagans, UUS Knitters, the Vegan Community Unity, and Worship Associates. Kids are distributing the pink flowers. If you're seated and can't stand, please raise your hand. We got them? Okay, we can sing.
From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live.
Hello, my name is Sarah Ross, and I'm serving as board president this year. Some of our care is less visible, but no less important to the health and well-being of our congregation. There are so many ways that the infrastructure of our congregation is maintained through the finances, tending to the building, supporting leadership, and helping things run. For those of you who care for our congregation in these ways, we thank you. Please raise a hand or stand up, and you'll receive a yellow flower. And then we will sing our song. So please stand up if you're a part of one of these groups. Is it written down here somewhere? Oh, so here they are. The personnel, everybody stand up if you're on the board up there. The Personnel Committee, Right Relations, Governance Committee, Finance Committee, the Space Sharing Task Force, the Interim Minister Search Committee, Mortgage Campaign Committee, the Rentals Nonprofit Task Force, Special Endowment Fund Grant Decision Makers, Stewardship Team, Buildings and Grounds, Safety Team, Communications Team, Land Ministry, Aesthetics, Historical Records Team, Fun and Fundraising Team, Rental Hosts, Office Volunteer Team, Communications Volunteers, the Tech Team, and the Internship Team. Thank you all.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lucy Gammon, board secretary, and my pronouns are she and her. And I'm here to talk about care for our wider community. Some of our care takes place outside of our campus to ensure that the inherent worth and dignity of every being is honored and respected. For those of you who care for our wider community, we thank you. Please rise or raise a hand and you'll receive a red or pink flower. After the children have helped distribute the flowers, the congregation will sing our thanks. The groups that tend to this area of our congregational life are the Social Justice Team, the Radical Welcome, Diversity, and Inclusion Team, the Prison Ministry Team, the Immigration Action Team, Circle of Friends and Asylum Sponsorship, the Equitable Local Micro Lending Initiative, Free Lunch, Little Free Pantry Team, Interfaith Groups, Staff to Table at Iowa City or North Liberty Pride, attended a march or a protest or a city council meeting, or wrote letters or made calls to elected officials. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Care for our mind, heart, body, spirit connection. An important aspect of our care is our encouragement of spiritual growth and our free and responsible search for truth and meaning. As Unitarian Universalists, we have the gift of being able to pursue spiritual growth in many ways. For those of you who care for our mind, heart, body, spirit connection, we thank you. Please rise or raise a hand and you will receive a green or white flower. After the children have helped distribute the flowers, the congregation will sing our thanks. The following groups are being recognized now: religious education and nursery teachers, religious education team, Our Whole Lives facilitators, the pastoral care team, completed a caring commitment, wrote a card, made a meal, gave a ride, etc. The labyrinth care, sound meditation, volunteered at a memorial service, and everyone who helped hand out cut flowers today. Now let's sing together.
And we have just a little bit more flower distributing to do. Got to make sure everybody gets a beautiful flower. All right, so I think now everyone who's been helping distribute a flower, do you have a flower? Okay, great. Now out there, some of you have a flower, many of you have many flowers, and there may be a few people here that are just beginning to open up to the gifts of UUS. If you have more than one flower and somebody near you doesn't have any flower, or if you just need a flower, offer the person near you a flower, and if you just need a flower, raise your hand and we'll get you a flower, because we've got a few up here still. This is a way to symbolize that UUS is always open to receive the gifts that everyone has to offer. We're always here to share, to give, to receive. Beautiful. Each one of us brings our own gifts, our own talents, perspectives, spiritual journeys, joys, and sorrows. Each of us brings a unique and beautiful self. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the gifts that you bring to this community. And now, we're going to very briefly invite our kids to head to religious education. Each week, this has been religious education, but they're going to very briefly get a chance to do another little class while we do a couple other things in here. So each week when they head to classes, our children light a lantern as a symbol of the love and hope that goes with them as they explore our faith. Children, youth, and teachers, please come forward as Judy lights our lantern from our chalice. And let's join in singing Be Open as children, youth, and teachers head to religious education. I'd like to invite Sarah Ross and Jane DeWitt. I lost you, Jane. Oh, I lost you because you're right over there. Up because we are going to do a very special recognition.
Good morning. My name is Jane DeWitt, and I'm speaking today as a member of the Historical Records Committee, and I have the honor of introducing the Life Member awardees. The award recognizes people who have been a member for 20 plus years with sustained involvement in leadership roles, service as a member of a team or committee or multiple teams and committees, volunteer work, and lots of other work that supports the congregation. In 1988, the first Life Member Award was given to Amy Dickinson Worthley, who had served the Unitarian Universalist Society from 1931 to 1951, and that was during the time Reverend Evans Worthley was our senior minister. Between 1988 and 2018, 20 members were given the Life Member Award. This past year, the Historical Records Committee started researching 40 members who were eligible for this award. 11 members were recognized in December of 2025. Today, 13 more people are being celebrated for their engagement with UUS. The members that we are honoring today have served and been associated with UUS for a range of 26 to 64 years. We invite today's nominees to come to the front of the sanctuary. I think most of you are already here. And step forward when your name is announced. Ken Hubble. Lois Hughes. Jim Laughlin. Gary Lawrenson. Nancy Lynch. Carol Lyons. Nancy Neuer. Kelly O'Berry. John Rayleigh, I believe he's not able to be with us today. Deb Schollerman. Jamie Sharp. Dick Seifers. And Vicky Seifers. Please join us in thanking our new life members for their many years of service to UUS. There are life member profiles and pictures in the atrium so you can learn more about their service to UUS. And you can congratulate them during the reception in the fellowship hall following the service, where, no surprise, cake will be served.
How we give and what we do with our lives is a reflection of our values. As we discern how abundance flows in different parts of our lives and communities, every week this congregation donates generously to organizations in the community whose work aligns with our values and principles. Cash and non-pledge offerings are shared between our community partner agencies in UUS, with 75% going to support our partners. Our community partner agency this month is Houses into Homes, which provides gently used beds, furniture, and household items for families and individuals in Johnson County who are exiting homelessness, domestic violence, and other crisis situations. If you're writing a check, on the memo line, please write either pledge to contribute to your annual pledge or offering to support our social justice giving. You can also follow the instructions on the screen to give online or via text. Your offerings are a sign of your commitment to this congregation. which is completely supported by the generosity of all who join with us. As we give and receive the offering, may we be transformed by our giving, and may the world be transformed by our gifts. May what has been shared today help us more fully affirm our interconnection and live into love and justice. After the service, we gather in the fellowship hall and outside for conversation and community. If you're a newcomer today, we hope you'll grab a snack and then sit at any table so folks can join you for conversation. After today's service, you can also visit our social justice table in the fellowship hall. And our pastoral care associates will be leading a compassionate connection circle in the Walnut Room, which is in the RE Commons over here, immediately after today's worship service. In addition, from 11:30 to 12:30 today, Mary Jane Knight will be leading a special voice meditation and empowerment workshop. And at 2 p.m. today, the Trumbull Clefs will be sharing their spring concert right here.
Our closing hymn for this morning is number 305, De Colores, or All the Colors. Please rise in body or in spirit.
All the colors, yes, the colors we see in the springtime with all of its flowers. All the colors, when the sunlight shines out through a rift in the cloud and it showers. All
Please join me in the words for extinguishing our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. All these we carry in our hearts and in our minds until we are together again.
As you go out into the world this day and this week, may you go cultivating curiosity as you celebrate our values of pluralism and transformation. Go in peace, love, and justice, living love ever more fully and fiercely into this world. Amen. And blessed, blessed be.